Russian airborne units eliminated Ukrainian infantry, trenches, and observation posts in the Zaporizhzhia region. Footage shows Ukrainian soldiers attempting to change positions secretly, but they were detected and targeted by Russian drones. Despite trying to find cover, the enemy was tracked down at every hiding place. As a result, several buildings were completely destroyed, and Ukrainian forces were fully neutralized.
И спешивается, группа уже заходит.
In the Sumy region, paratroopers of Russia's 137th Regiment from the Tula Airborne Division are preparing for operations and continuing their missions against Ukrainian artillery systems. Several precision drone strikes targeting enemy artillery positions have been recorded. A new operation hits the headlines. Near the settlement of Zolotoy Kolodez in the Donetsk People's Republic, Russian FPV drones targeted Ukrainian forces. The VT-40 FPV drone accurately identified and destroyed a Ukrainian BM-21 Grad multiple rocket launcher system. The explosion echoed near the settlement, causing panic among enemy lines. Operators track Ukrainian soldiers through the forest using the KVN optical fiber FPV drone. When soldiers notice the drone, they attempt to flee. The drone's speed and maneuverability allow targets to be identified one by one. Russian soldiers fire toward the forest, targeting fleeing Ukrainian troops. Drones and ground units operate in coordination, systematically clearing enemy positions. Targets neutralized. The precision and coordination of FPV drones played a critical role in deterring Ukrainian forces in the area. Russian units established superiority from both air and ground. Morning came, the 18th Combined Arms Army of the Dnieper Group launched its attack. Target: a Ukrainian drone control point. Russian operators locked the coordinates, and the drone took off. A few minutes later, enemy personnel realized the attack was about to be launched and rushed out in panic. But it was too late for the control center. The entire control center was destroyed with a single, accurate shot. After the attack, Ukrainian forces launched a counter-offensive. They prepared their own FPV drones, aiming to strike a Russian convoy. The footage clearly shows drone attacks on Russian tanks. However, no images have been released showing the condition of the tanks after the strike. According to Russian reports, all the targeted tanks only sustained minor damage and continued their operations without interruption. By the evening hours, the balance of power on the Krasnoarmysk front had completely shifted. Russian forces continued their advance, while Ukrainian troops were abandoning their positions one by one. The operation, which began at dawn, aimed to establish full control over the area by nightfall. A chain of explosions turns the battlefield into an inferno. Each target is struck based on preset coordinates. This is no longer a battle. It's a precise operation. Reconnaissance drones track every movement, every vehicle on the ground. The Ukrainian troops may try to hide, but the sky no longer belongs to them. A white supply package was dropped for Ukrainian forces near the Predtakino settlement. Was it ammunition or medical aid? No one knows for sure. A group of soldiers left a bunker to retrieve the package and stepped into the open. However, it was a Russian reconnaissance drone lying in wait. Amidst the chaos, desperately searching for cover, they ran toward a second bunker when explosions rang out from several places. Despite all the difficulties, they reached the second bunker and found temporary safety. But the danger was not over. A few minutes later, Russian assault forces arrived. They took up positions outside the bunker and waited for Ukrainian soldiers to emerge. The bunker was then opened fire. It appears there was return fire from inside, but the firefight was brief. Then, a sudden development occurred. Russian troops withdrew from the area. No further attempts were made to enter the bunker. Some analysts suggest that Ukrainian soldiers may have been neutralized inside, killed during the attack, or in the ensuing firefight. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, operations in the region are continuing, and Ukrainian positions around Predtakino have reportedly been cleared.